We stand at the precipice of history, amidst the ancient basalt walls of Diyarbakir, a city that has witnessed millennia of conflict and culture. Our destination is the Ulu Camii, or Great Mosque, a structure whose significance transcends mere architecture. It is a tangible record of Islamic penetration and enduring presence in Anatolia. This mosque holds the unique distinction of being the oldest continuously functioning non-Ottoman mosque in all of modern Turkey, predating the Seljuk and Ottoman empires in its founding. Built upon the ruins of the Byzantine Church of St. Thomas, its very foundation tells a story of transition, transformation, and cultural synthesis. It is the spiritual heart of the city, a sentinel guarding the early history of Islam in this fiercely contested region, demanding our immediate attention to the sheer scale and audacity of its construction in the 7th century. Before the call to prayer echoed across Diyarbakir, this very ground was sacred to earlier civilizations. Historical records and archaeological findings confirm that the site initially housed a major pagan temple, which later gave way to the Byzantine Church of St. Thomas, a significant center for Eastern Christianity. When the Islamic armies arrived in the 7th century, the transformation was swift, but not destructive. Rather, it was a process of incorporation. Under the terms of conquest, half of the existing structure was dedicated for Muslim prayer, while the other half remained a church for a period. This shared space demonstrates the early tolerance and practical syncretism that often characterized the first wave of Islamic expansion. The eventual full conversion of the site into the Friday Mosque marked a pivotal moment, cementing the city's new spiritual allegiance, while honoring the structural integrity of the past, exemplified by the ancient columns still standing proudly today. The true foundation of the present-day Great Mosque began after the definitive Arab conquest, particularly under the reign of the Umayyads, who saw Diyarbakir, or Amid as it was then known, as a critical frontier city. The architects deliberately modeled the new mosque on the grand structures of the Islamic heartland, most notably drawing direct inspiration from the Great Mosque of Damascus. This architectural lineage is undeniable. The expansive inner courtyard, surrounded by the 3 distinctive porticos and a large hypostyle prayer hall, echoes the classical Umayyad plan. This wasn't merely local construction, it was an imposition of imperial style, declaring the power and universal reach of the caliphate. The utilization of spolia, reused materials, including magnificent Corinthian capitals and columns, harvested from the Roman ruins nearby, not only saved resources, but symbolically subjugated the previous ruling powers to the new Islamic order, integrating Roman grandeur into Islamic utility. Despite its Umayyad origins, the Diyarbakir Ulu Camii became a palimpsest, bearing the architectural signature of numerous subsequent Islamic dynasties who controlled the city. The Artuqid dynasty, a Turkish beylik known for its sophisticated craftsmanship, played the most crucial role in shaping its current appearance. Following a devastating earthquake and fire in 1115, the mosque underwent massive reconstruction. It was the Artuqid Sultan Sulkman I and his successors who meticulously rebuilt the structure, particularly the eastern and western facades. Their contribution is immediately recognizable in the highly decorative and complex stone masonry, which features intricate geometric patterns and sophisticated muqarnas work. This period saw the addition of the distinctive 2-story arcades, differentiating it substantially from its more austere Umayyad prototype, injecting local Kurdish and Turkish artistic motifs into the established Arabic plan, creating a unique Anatolian style. The mosque complex is far more than just a place of prayer. It was an integrated educational hub, central to the intellectual life of medieval Diyarbakir. Flanking the main courtyard are the Mesudiya Medrese and the Zinjiriya Medrese, 2 of the most important theological schools in the region during the 12th and 13th centuries. These institutions were crucial for the diffusion of Orthodox Islamic learning, functioning as medieval universities that attracted scholars from across the region. The Mesudiya Medrese, in particular, is renowned for its elaborate portal and its role in housing invaluable manuscripts. The proximity of these schools to the main prayer hall emphasizes the inseparable link between faith and knowledge that defined the Islamic Golden Age in this part of Anatolia. Students and teachers would move seamlessly between communal prayer and intense study, turning the entire complex into a continuous engine of scholarly pursuit and spiritual devotion. The walls of the Ulu Camii are not silent. They speak volumes through their meticulously carved inscriptions. These epigraphic records serve as an essential historical archive, detailing the various dynasties responsible for the mosque's upkeep and expansion. We find examples of both Kufic and Thuluth scripts, documenting the acts of the Artuqids, the Seljuks, and even the later Ayyubids who controlled Diyarbakir. One particularly significant inscription details the restoration work commissioned by Sultan Malik Shah II, providing precise dates and the names of the master builders involved in the post-fire reconstruction. Studying these calligraphic masterpieces offers more than just historical data. It reveals the profound reverence held for the Arabic language and the Quranic verses that adorn the mosque, transforming the stone structure itself into a sacred text. The script becomes both art and history, interwoven into the fabric of the building. Central to the mosque's function is the massive san, or courtyard, a vital element in classic Islamic architecture. Unlike the enclosed, dimly lit churches they replaced, these open courtyards were designed to manage large congregations, provide air circulation, and act as a hub connecting all parts of the complex. The san at Diyarbakir Ulu Camii is particularly striking, flanked by long arcades providing shelter from the intense Anatolian sun. At the heart of the san, we find the central ablution fountain, historically crucial for ritual purification before prayer. The sheer volume of the courtyard, capable of holding thousands of worshippers, underscores the city's importance as a major provincial capital. The interplay of shadow and light across the black basalt stone of the courtyard creates a deep sense of serenity and permanence, reminding us of the thousands of years of human activity that has unfolded in this precise space. Stepping inside the main hypostyle prayer hall, the focus immediately shifts to the Qibla wall, the direction of prayer, facing the Kaaba in Mecca. The mihrab here is characterized by a powerful, reserved dignity. It is carved directly into the basalt stone, often retaining the structural simplicity dictated by its early Islamic origins. Though restorations have occurred, the overall aesthetic remains solemn and deeply spiritual. The entire prayer hall, supported by the forest of columns reused from Roman structures, guides the eye towards this single crucial point, emphasizing unity and focus during the congregation. The atmosphere within the prayer hall is heavy with centuries of devotion, a powerful contrast to the bright, open courtyard outside. One of the most remarkable items associated with the Ulu Camii is not related to architecture, but to scientific genius. The mosque was once home to an astronomical marvel, a magnificent bronze sundial and clock mechanism crafted by the illustrious polymath Ismail al-Jazari in the 12th century. Al-Jazari, who served the Artuqid court, is recognized as one of the founding fathers of robotics and mechanical engineering. His sundial was more than a simple shadowcaster. It was an intricate astrolabe designed for precise timekeeping, essential for regulating the 5 daily prayers. Although the original device has been relocated for preservation, its memory is preserved through replicas and historical descriptions, underscoring that medieval mosques were not just centers of faith, but also crucial hubs for advanced mathematics, astronomy, and technology, a testament to the vibrant intellectual environment fostered under the Artuqids in Diyarbakir. The Great Mosque of Diyarbakir did not survive a millennium untouched. It has faced countless sieges, earthquakes, fires, and regime changes, yet its core identity has remained steadfastly preserved. Its survival is a testament to the resilience of the local community and the persistent dedication of successive ruling dynasties, whether they were Marwanids, Seljuks, Artuqids, or Ottoman governors, who recognized its profound spiritual and cultural value. The black basalt stone, typical of the region, provides exceptional durability, allowing the structure to withstand the rigors of time and conflict. Every repair, Every replacement column, every newly carved inscription tells a story of survival, making the mosque a living museum of continuous Islamic presence in Anatolia. It is a structure that actively resists forgetting, anchoring the spiritual identity of this ancient city. The Ulu Camii's greatest importance lies in its role as a monumental bridge between the classical centers of the Caliphate and the later Turkish Islamic empires that flourished in Anatolia. By synthesizing the Umayyad blueprint with local Byzantine and Roman materials, and later incorporating the distinctive artistic style of the Artuqids, it created a unique architectural vernacular that influenced later mosque design across eastern Turkey. It demonstrates that the Islamization of Anatolia was a continuous, complex process, beginning centuries before the arrival of the Great Seljuks. For the modern visitor, the mosque offers a powerful, unfiltered link to the deep roots of Islamic civilization in this land, a profound contrast to the later, standardized Ottoman style, offering a richer, older narrative of faith and adaptation. The Ulu Camii of Diyarbakir is more than just the oldest non-Ottoman mosque in Anatolia. It is a repository of shared history, a fortress of faith, and a masterpiece of adaptive architecture. It invites us to look beyond simplistic historical narratives and appreciate the incredible complexity and resilience of Islamic culture thriving on the frontier. From the Roman columns that uphold the arches to the Artuqid inscriptions that detail its restorations, every element speaks of transformation and continuity. As we leave the ancient stone corridors and return to the modern streets of Diyarbakir, the weight of 1,000 years of continuous devotion remains palpable. We are reminded that this sacred site, built where empires clashed, continues to stand as a beacon of Islamic heritage. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more updates on incredible historical sites.